Hey, what's up, everyone? All right, so I have a very, very interesting encounter that took place yesterday, and we can all three attest to that, just like the previous encounter I shared. That some people out there tried to, well, one person in particular tried to denounce what I had to say, but hey, when I say something, when I share it on this channel, I'm telling you, I'm telling you what I'm experiencing. But guess what happened yesterday? A time shift. An actual time shift. So, Daddy and I were getting ready to go up Nana's. And there was this Elvis movie that was coming on, and we told Mama about it so she could hear the music, and she didn't feel like going in the room watching it, but I left the TV volume up so that she could hear the music because she loves Elvis music. And so it was 4 p.m. when that movie was to come on. And I look at the clock and it's 3:58 and this other movie is ending. So right after 4 p.m., we turn that movie on and turn it up. I'm getting ready to go. We head off to Nana's house. We're getting ready to head off to Nana's house. And we turn the TV up and I give Mama the Fire Stick remote where she can mute the TV in the other room. Because that's where the music was playing, the Elvis movie, in the living room. Well, it's 4:12 when I walk out the door, and I'm like, we better get going because Daddy has to go to work. He has to go to work for his truck driving job. He has to leave at a certain time. He had to leave by about 9 o'clock at night. So we head out the door. It's 4:12 p.m. when I'm at the door. When I come back in here and look at this clock in the living room, it's 4:12 p.m. We get in the truck, get halfway to the next county, and it's 3:30. It's 3:30 p.m. So somehow or other, it should have been 4:30 by the time that we got out of the next town. 4:30. But instead it's 3:30. It went back an hour. And Mama said she kept wondering why there was supposed to be another Elvis movie that was coming up next. They kept saying, she said, I kept wondering why they said another Elvis movie was coming up next. And then she said all of a sudden it was a completely different movie. She said, I wonder why that happened. She said the TV in the other room, they kept saying that an Elvis movie was coming up next, and then it never happened. Another Elvis movie. They kept saying, watch Blue Hawaii, up next. She said, I was like, so that's what was playing. But then they kept saying up next another movie, Mama said. And I call her when I get to Nana's, they're signaling her woods. For some reason, they're signaling the woods, but there's not signal in her house. There's no signal in her house. I can use the Wi-Fi mobile hotspot and view the cameras that are outside at home. I can view whatever, but yet I can't. Yet there's no signal in her house, but there's signal around the property and in the woods. Crazy, but anyway, yeah. And I called Mama and I told her about that. When we got there, well, actually, I called her halfway up there, and we told her what happened. So, I called her again, and I was like, when we got there, I told her what happened, and I said, what time was it for you? And she she said, I wondered what happened. So somehow or other, we literally went back an hour, giving us more time. Somehow or other, a time shift happened. Now, on a day-to-day basis, think about how something like this would happen. You literally go back one entire hour of time. And seemingly it's not just like, oh, I just experienced this. It universally must have gone back, or we all three shifted to another time period. Which one do you think happened? I was mistaken on when I called because I was going to call her. That's right, I was going to call her on the way up to Nana's, but instead I called her when I got to Nana's house. That's right, when I got to her property, then I called her and I told her what had happened. And then on the way back home, we talked about it again. So that's what I did. Call her halfway back to the house, and I called her when we were up there. So that's what I did. But yeah, it's these shifts, these time shifts that take place. That's one of them that I really wish you'd get more time more often. I wish that would happen more often, but time went back an hour. One entire hour for us yesterday. And we all three witnessed it. All three of us witnessed that. It's really something. It really is. It's something to witness. Time going back an hour. We get ready to leave. There's an Elvis movie on. It's part of the way through, and it's 4:12. We're walking out the door, and I look back at the clock at 4:12. I go out the door. We get halfway up there, and it should be 4:30. But instead, it's 3:30 by the time we get halfway up to the next county. Yeah. Time goes back an hour for all three of us. Signing out. My links are below if you'd like to show support. It's been a while since there's been support shown, but I appreciate the subscribers, and I appreciate all my beloved YouTubers. I love you all so much. Signing out.